So how does Jonny Blockchain's robot work in a bear run? Now there are three types of robots. There's a default setting robot, there's your own settings robot, and there's overtrading robots. Now what I'm about to show you may only work with the default settings. These default settings have been tried and tested over a period of 18 months. And we found that these settings are the best settings to handle a bear run. Now Jonny Blockchain's bear run strategy may not work with your own settings or if you're overtrading. So what does it mean overtrading? It simply means you have a lower amount in your wallet balance, either in your MetaMask wallet or your Binance account, than what is needed to carry out its own bear run strategy. So let's have a look at this in a bit more detail and go into how the bot works in a bear run strategy. So let's now go into the bot settings. So I'm going to click on create a new robot. So I want to look at the expert mode. And what that does is it opens up all the settings for this particular robot. This is a robot for Binance. The trading pair is irrelevant and the name of the robot is irrelevant. What is important is how much you're trading with. Now, this robot says that if you're going to use the default settings, the first trade that it does, $20 worth of a stable coin. And if this particular trading pair run into difficulty and the price kept dropping, then the robot is going to need a total fund of $622. This robot has been designed to make you a profit in a bear run. And if you've got robots that are stagnant now because you've deleted lots off or you're over trading, that's not the fault of the robot. That's actually human intervention and that you've taken over the robot settings. And now what we're going to do is we're going to look at these settings in a little bit more detail. So just to tell you, down the left-hand side here, you've got the lot number. Lot 0 is the very first lot that the robot carries out. That could enter the market immediately, or it could take a number of days for it to enter the market, depending on how the market is moving. If the market is moving down, then the robot may take some time before it enters the market, because what it's looking for is it's looking for the price from the point that you click save. It's looking for a price point that's going to start to go up. Well, if you save your bot in a bear run and it's not going up, then your bot may be days or even weeks before it starts, because it wants to try and find change of direction in the market. So when does lot 1 come into play? So let's say that your robot bought lot 0 and it spent the $20. It's now going to wait for a drop in the price of -2% before it looks to enter the market. But just like it did when it first started, it's not going to wait for -2%. It could wait for -3, -4, -5, as -30, as -60%. It will not buy into the market with the second trade until it sees what's called a pullback, which is 0.5%. So if the market goes down by 2%, and then the market rises by 0.5%, your bot could enter the market at 1.5% lower than the previous buy. Then you come to this one where it says percentage of initial order. This is set to 100, meaning if your first trade is $20, it's also going to use $20 to do the second trade. So now let's have a look in a bit more detail of how the bot copes in a bear run. I've taken all the information from this screen and I've put it inside a spreadsheet so we can go into a bit more detail to see how the bot copes in a bear run. And so here's my spreadsheet. There's lots going on the screen, but don't worry, I'm going to walk you through each bit. Now, the thing that we're going to look at first is this column here, which is column B, which represents this column here with all these minuses in here, which is a drop before buy percentage. So this goes from lot 1 all the way down to lot 38. And what I've done is I've put all those percentages in here and I've totaled them up. That is a drop of 83.5% in the market. So if the price dropped by 83.5% in the market, the bot could still operate. The next column we're going to look at is the pullback. And that's this column here. And that means that when the price goes down, the price has to go up again before the bot considers buying into the market. And I've put all the pullbacks in here. Now what I've done is I've deducted the pullbacks from the drops, which gives us an exact total of a drop in the market of 71%. The market is very unlikely to drop by 2%, then go up by 0.5%, then drop by 2%, then go up by 0.5%, then drop by 2%, and then go up by 0.5% and so on. But if it did do that, that's a drop in the market of 71%, meaning that your robot can still carry on trading in a bear market if the price drops by 71%. But in fact, your bot can carry on trading if the price goes down by 99.9%. As long as the token that you're trading still has a value, then Jonny Blockchain's robot can carry on trading. So the next thing we're going to do is in this blue area, we've got the initial lot size and we've got the allocated funds. You'll see at the top here, the initial lot size is 20, and you'll see that the allocated funds, the max allocated funds is 622, and you'll also see that that figure's mirrored there as well. And I can change this. If I was to change this to 40, then the allocated funds would go up to 1244. So let's go to Jonny Blockchain, change this to 40, and you'll see that that's gone up to 1244. But I'm going to keep it on 20. Now I'm going to say profit per trade. Now at the moment I've put $1 in there. So let's just say that your bot made $1 from every trade. And the next thing we're looking at, the kept profits for you and the kept profits for allocated. So what does that mean? As you can see here, it says kept profits 90%. 90% means that that's the amount of profit that your robot will show you on the front screen. The other 10% to make it up to 100% will be added to the kept profits. Now, if you look over here in the orange, I've got the token price and I've set that for $10. Obviously, that would be a change number depending on the token that you're trading. But for simpleness, I'm going to keep that at $10. We're now going to look at the trade log. Let's assume that the market moved exactly as per the settings and that the price went down by 2% and then went up by 0.5%, meaning that the bot would try to buy into the market at a drop in the price of 1.5%. So that means if the token was worth $10, so it did the first trade of the token price was $10, the second trade would be $9.85. And then we'd be coming down to the next trade and the token price would be $9.70, $9.55, $9.40 and so on. As you can see, going all the way down the bottom, that the token price could drop to $2.95 and this robot could still carry on trading even though when it started trading the token price was at $10. In fact, the robot can carry on trading providing the token still has a value. So how does the bot carry on trading in a bear market? Some people think to do with DCA, dollar cost averaging. Well, that's not correct. Jonny Blockchain uses a bit of DCA. It also uses the kept profit allocation. So what does it actually do and how does it work? So now what I'd like to do is I'm going to look at down to 10 trades. We're going to go down 10 lots and I've put that in pink here. And we're going to assume that the market did exactly what it says in the settings. It dropped by 2% and went up by 0.5%, dropped by 2% and went up 0.5%. But in reality, we know that that's not likely to happen. So what we've done is in this pink area is the actual price that the bot will be spending on its trades. So if it spent all of this money, that would have used up $260 of your funds from either your MetaMask wallet or your Binance account. And I've put that $260 inside this yellow box here. So let's assume for this example that down at lot 10, it didn't drop anymore and that the bot was able to make a profit by buying and selling lot 10 multiple times. So I'm going to come up to this blue box here and I'm going to type in 20. Now, because the bot's done 20 transactions, you can see that the money that you're out of pocket has now gone down from 260 down to 258. So let's say that the robot did 200 transactions. You can now see that that yellow box is changing down to 240 from 260. So what does that actually mean? Well, what it means is that as that number keeps going down, it's going to come to a point where it can escape some of those trades above. Now, if we look at this pink area, that adds up to 260, but the bot's already made a profit of $100 on the lots that it's already sold on lot 10 that it keeps buying and selling. So it now means that you're out of pocket $160. Now, you may have seen this in your own robot. You'll say, well, it's just sold lot 3. Why isn't it sold lot 10? That's because the robot will look for trades that it can close and still keep you in a profit. Keep an eye on this 260 here, keep an eye on this 160, and also this 100 profit that it's already made from buying and selling lot 10. So let's say that it decides to close lot 1. You're now out of pocket 140. It decides to close lot 3, lot 4, lot 5, lot 6, lot 7, lot 8, lot 9. It now knows that it can close all those lots, and this actually is now gone into minus, meaning you're now in profit of $40 because it used some of the profit that was kept in the allocated funds, and it knows what you've made. Let's face it, whenever you're trading, if you start with $100, when all the trading's finished, you want to end up with more than $100. So the bot knows that, and it may sell lots just because it's made a profit on a lot down at a lower price. So sometimes you'll look at your bot and you'll say, well, how come that sold a lot 2 and it still hasn't sold lot 4 or 5? That's because the bot is designed to sell some of the lots so it can release the funds and start buying back into the market at the lower price, at the price that the market has dropped to. And that's how your robot can make profit in a bear market. Now, nobody else has this system in place. I've looked at other robots and we're unique, and we're going to be improving the way that the robot uses up those kept profits and uses up how much profit you've made already in your trading. And so hopefully that gives you a better understanding of how Jonny Blockchain's robot copes with a bear run. I've only touched the tip of the iceberg in some of the algorithms and settings that are unique to Jonny Blockchain. Now, if you want to create your own trading robot, below this video you're going to find a link. It's going to take you over to Jonny Blockchain. You can either use it with a MetaMask wallet and PancakeSwap or Uniswap, or you can set it up with Binance.com and Binance US. You've got decentralized trading or centralized trading. Your funds stay inside your wallets all the time. So if you're using the decentralized, your funds stay inside your MetaMask. If you're using the centralized on Binance, then your funds stay inside your Binance account. You don't have to send your funds to this platform to do the trading for you. You can create a free account by clicking on sign up or register. And if you look down the bottom here, you'll see that we've got 105,000 in passive income for the members so far. You'll also see that there's over $7,000 paid in affiliate commissions. It's also got affiliate program, 98.4% of profitable trades, 0.5% are bought back, broke even basically, and then we've got 1.1% of negative trades, means that they made a loss, but 98.4% of positive trades. Absolutely mind-blowing system. It really works. It does what it says on the tin. It's a trading robot that works with PancakeSwap, Uniswap and Binance.com or Binance.us. Create your free account. Click on any of these buttons, sign up or register. It's going to bring you here. Pop your name, your email address, password, put some ticks in these boxes. Click on this box here to say complete my sign up. You can have a look round, and when you're ready to get started, if you want to set up a decentralized trading robot, it's going to cost you $25 a year to set up as many trading robots as you like. If you want to set up a centralized trading robot with Binance, it's going to cost you another $25 a year. And you can set up as many robots as you like. So if you want to set up both decentralized and centralized trading robots, it's just $50 a year for as many trading robots as you like. Click the link below, come and create your free account, and happy trading.